Beijing says new Japanese laws that would allow the military to fight overseas complicate regional security. The defense bills still need approval in the upper house of Japan's parliament or Diet. Meanwhile, in Washington, Japanese military officials are calling for a greater role for their country in international affairs. Let's get more from CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg.
Mike, those calls coming on a visit to Washington by a high-level Japanese military delegation. Remember, the U.S. has also been conducting joint military drills with Japan, most recently in Australia, and Beijing has been keeping a close eye on those. The visit to China this week by the head of Japan's National Security Council was meant to lay the groundwork for a possible summit later this year between the Chinese leader Xi Jinping and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe. Relations between the two neighbors, regional economic powerhouses, have been strained for decades following World War II. They only recently started improving. But as Abe's key advisor, Shotaro Yachi, was holding court in Beijing, the Prime Minister's Liberal Democratic Party, the LDP, was pushing through two new bills in Tokyo that, if ultimately passed, would provide Japan's military, quote, collective self-defense rights, meaning Japanese troops could come to the aid of an ally under attack. The controversial bill has angered many in Japan, who oppose changes to the country's post-war pacifist position. In Washington, Japan's top military brass was defending an expanding role.
I believe that as we go forward while making the U.S.-Japan alliance the basis, it's important for Japan to step up in the international arena, within the international framework, to contribute to peace and stability all over the world.
A move cautiously supported by some in the U.S.
It is my view that taking part in these international operations where Japan chooses to do so will be greatly appreciated.
Kawano also met with his U.S. counterpart, General Martin Dempsey, and told him such cooperation may include Japanese patrols in disputed regional seas, a move vehemently opposed back in Beijing. Some argue Washington should take a different approach, one aimed at diffusing tension, not encouraging it.
I think for the U.S. administration, it's good, for them to help, maybe say Prime Minister Abe to make a really good statement on August 15 that will satisfy China and South Korea, and so to put history really behind.
Abe's speech on that day, marking the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II, will be closely watched in a number of world capitals. What he says may clarify how the Prime Minister views Japan's role in the past, in what direction he intends to take the country in the future, and how Japan's neighbors and allies may respond as a result.